This is the ultimate Nico guide in Call of Dragons. I'm going to share with you everything you need to know if you're a beginner, mid-game player or end-game player about this hero, where this hero shines the most, basically everything. So first thing first is where we can use this hero. What is the main purpose of this hero? So Nico can be used on two directions. One of them is the behemoth fight, and the second one is in PvP, basically open field fight. Nico is not good for the rallies, it's not good for the garrisons. I want to stress out this very clearly. This hero is just for behemoth and for open field. So let's talk about why the behemoth and where is coming the power of the Nico in the behemoth fights. Is first of all, yeah, the defense reduction is not applying to the behemoth. I want to point out this thing, but it's having pretty nice skill damage factor. But the real power of this bad boy is actually coming from this spell right here. This is normal attack damage bonus every time you execute your rage skill. Your Legion is going to get onslaught and repulse. Obviously the counter attack damage bonus, we don't care that much about this thing. You don't want to get hit by the behemoth, so you apply some counter attack damage there, but the normal attack damage bonus 20% is absolutely wild. So this is one of the spells that I really like. This one is also not that bad. It's getting more attack, marksman physical attack bonus, and some defense. Now back in the days that was more like engineering related. I think that was basically engineering. Right now it's changed. That's why I'm currently doing these update guides of the heroes, because some heroes get some changes. Some of the mechanics change with the time, and after 3 years of Call of Dragons I just decide I'm going to make a full update of all of the heroes right now in 2026 in Call of Dragons for the next like 2-3 years in the game. So yeah, that was pure engineering right here, but right now you're going to get, when entering in the battle, the Legion get Vigor, which is like 10% more HP bonus, and haste, which is 15% march speed. So yeah, this is the main power or the strong sides of Nico. Is doing some damage, applying defense reduction, getting a lot of normal attack, and having some defense passive skills. This is make him little balanced, not little, it make him balanced hero. So we already speak about where we can use it. It's basically for behemoth fights and for open field PvP. This is the strong sides of this hero. Now let's talk about the skill building order, which is going to be the skills you have to open first in order to get the best value from this hero at any stage of his development. Because 790 tokens is a lot of tokens, so till you actually reach full awakening of this hero, and I'm going to share with you, I believe this hero deserves awakening, but we're going to go there. Now the first spell is obviously going to be the rage skill. The second spell that I strongly believe is a very good one is actually the fourth one, where you're going to get some normal attack damage bonus and counter attack damage bonus. Maybe this one not that much, to be fair. Maybe it's going to be the first one and the first one and the fourth one is going to be, and after this the rest of these two spells you have to just open. Now the awakening is when Nico Legion launches a normal attack on the target that already have defense break, they have 80% chance to deal additional damage. Now every normal attack is something like every 1 second you get one normal attack. So if you have this defense break, which is 15% for 3 seconds, most likely you're going to make 2 or 3 normal attack hits. So awakening is going to give you 600 extra damage factor. Now we're going to go also over the pets, where I think things shine even the most if you have this hero awakened, where you're going to do even more damage. So yeah, this is in point of skill build order. For the talent tree, I can suggest you going with this one that I currently have on my Syndrian. The reason behind is, again, you're going to get onslaught, this 10%, onslaught, increase your normal attack damage, but you already have it by your when you're triggering your rage skill for 7 seconds, we pause for 5 seconds. So all these talents, I'm not quite sure you actually need that much those talents where you get this onslaught, to be fair, my personal opinion, especially this one. This one and this one, you don't just need it. That's all. You can go with when launching normal attack, your Legion has 10% chance to deal some hero skill damage. This is a good one for Nico, not this spell. And here you can just not go with this spell here. The reason behind is, again, you don't need, when you launch your rage skill, by default you're going to get 20% normal attack damage bonus. So this one is completely useless, and this is the final elite skill that you should actually have. So if I have to change something, I'm going to pick this one, and I'm not going to go with this one, and I'm going to have a couple points that I can, for example, put it here. Okay, not exactly here, but yeah, somewhere here, maybe more rage regeneration. So this is from Point of Talent trees for Nico. Now let's talk about the pets. Here's where the interesting part is coming. About the pets, when you go over the pets, one of the pets that I believe is for Nico, and this is going to be in the great synergy with the defense break. Debuff is going to be what was the name? Barbarate Manticore. I think Barbarate Manticore is going to work perfectly well for Nico. The reason behind is deals physical damage to the target, any effect defense break for defense break minus 5% for 3 seconds. This is going to be giving some value for Nico when he triggers his spell. The reason behind is I'm going to just show you what I mean. And how you can actually cover decent percentage from the time. Okay, I'm just have to recall. Oh my god, I'm loving this thing. I'm going to share with you, and right now I'm going to make a live test what I mean with this pet. I even know that I don't have the pet. You're going to see the delay when the pet actually executes his spell. So I'm going to create a legion. I'm going to get my Nico. Where is the little Nico? I actually remove his I'm going to put maybe this Sand Lizard. I'm going to march with this bad boy. I think it's something like 3 seconds delay before the pet actually execute. So if you have like 3 seconds with the Nico with the defense break, you're going to get extra 3 seconds with the pet, which is going to be 6 seconds covering the whole time. So here is the Nico right now gathering some energy, and he's going to be ready to fire up. Okay, he applied his defense break. Perfect. Now we're waiting for the pet. I think the pet already actually executed. So we're going to just leave this battle. This is good. This is not. This is PvE. So yeah, this is the report. We're going to go in the battle walk where the Nico. Okay, this is where casted rage skill on this turn. This is where the Nico actually casts his rage skill. In fact, launch normal attack, blah blah blah. Nico pierce shot. This is the rage skill of the Nico. And after this, if you see, this is the rage skill of the Nico. Is going to be the pet. This is the enemy rage skill, and this is going to be the pet. This is where casted artifact. Okay, it's actually artifact. Casted rage skill. Where is actually the pet? Cannot see the pet. Is it the pet with some percentage? Okay, this is. Is it with percentage? Oh my god! Don't tell me I actually put a pet with percentage. Venom Lizard. I usually have every 6 seconds when in the battle. Oh, brother, this is something like a passive one. Okay, it's not actually like rage skill. But you get the idea. Most likely the pet is going to fire up 3 seconds after the Nico, and you're going to have like 6 seconds cycle, your hero and your pet, where you're going to have this defense break, which is going to boost by a lot the performance of the Nico. And with the awakening, I want to point out with the awakening. So I think the awakening for Nico is with crucial importance. Now let's talk about the artifact for Nico. Shadow Blades is going to do a perfect work. He's not having specific artifact that is specifically for Nico. He just can use, or maybe Heart of Kamasi is also a good artifact for Nico. So yeah, this is the 2 artifacts that I suggest, or maybe some other like Viola Bow is also a very good one. Okay, it's not the very good one, this specific one. I really don't like this artifact, but it's also an artifact that you can use with Nico. So yeah, this is going to be the ultimate updated guide for Nico. If you have any question, just let me know in the comments below about the Nico. I'm going to try to, you know, give you an answer as fast as I can. So far, don't forget to hit one like on the video and subscribe for this channel. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.